On May 4th, 2019, we have a new moon in the sign of Taurus. This new moon in Taurus is going to activate all things of a Taurian nature. So that's resources, money, food, your value system, your principles, and the tangible material goods that you have overall. This particular new moon is so exciting because it's really the first new moon in the sign of Taurus that we're going to be experiencing where the planet Uranus is going to be in the sign of Taurus for the next several years. So, this particular new moon is bringing so many changes to ideals, principles, values, and structures that we've been having and holding on to in our lives that we thought would never really change. So, this is a very exciting time. We're going to see so many breakthroughs and changes in the space of Taurian matters, like the banking system is going to change. We're going to see breakthroughs and inventions, and we're already starting to see them because, Taurus, Uranus went into Taurus last year, but it's going to officially be there for the next 6 to 7 years now, starting March of this year. So we're going to see a lot more breakthroughs in the farming system, agriculture overall, the marijuana industry, and even, the financial structures and industries. We're going to be seeing new things in regards to cryptocurrency. I mean, so many different changes that are going to be coming to us in the field of things that Taurus rules. Okay, so also, when it comes to Uranus being in the sign of Taurus in this particular new moon, activating that energy, there are many talks of shifts and changes coming to the stock market and our financial systems. We will see, the dollar bill take its shifts and changes, go through some form of inflation or what have you. And I really predict that between August and December, we're going to see shifts and changes within the stock market. So mark my words. But nevertheless, this particular new moon is divine, and it's what it's going to be doing is going to be really signifying for us individually and as a society overall the different shifts and changes that are going to be taking place over the next 6 or 7 years. So you really want to pay attention to the energy that's going to be taking place on the 4th, and for the next couple of weeks, see what is changing within yourself, depending upon where you have, Taurus in your chart, especially 14 degrees of Taurus where this new moon is actually going to be. Those are the things that are going to be ignited in your life. Okay, I was going to say your chart, but your life overall. Okay, so you may find new breakthroughs in this particular area of life. You may find a new way of expressing yourself, expressing your appreciation for these particular things in your life that are of a Taurus nature. And what's so beautiful about this is that this particular new moon being so that it's making this configuration, it's not in close proximity to Uranus, but it's still a conjunction. It's going to have us to value our friendships a lot more, to value technology, to value unity. And you guys got to understand this. Uranus is the great awakener. So Uranus is going to be activating and awakening us from a space of our physicalities. You know what I'm saying? And Taurus is the sign that is closely associated with planet Earth. So Earth itself is going to be going through a great awakening, going through many shifts and changes. So be open to the shifts and changes that will be taking place on Earth. Even, certain shifts and changes with the weather, shifts and changes with the soil and all of these things. We're going to be hearing about new inventions in regards to, farming, agriculture, also virtual reality, all of these kinds of fields are going to take on a new face, and we're going to see inventions and innovations birth in these particular areas. Now, there are so many things that I'm excited about, and I'm just trying to hold off before I really get into what I'm really excited about. So before I really dive into those things, this new moon is going to have us shift and change our thinking in regards to ownership, in regards to possession, and what we own. More people are going to be learning that it's better to rent than to own certain things, because you don't leave this plane with the things that you own. And sometimes it's more cost effective to rent rather than to own. So we're going to see people changing their perceptions in that particular area and just wanting more freedom rather than just owning and buying a home. People are going to get into renting and, just being more, to be able to be more flexible and to be able to be more free. Okay, so that's something that's really exciting too. And also this moon, since it's making this configuration to the planet Uranus, there are going to be sudden shifts, changes, and surprises, and even shocks with this new moon energy. But these are going to more so be good things that come about. I mean, there are some, different things that are going to be happening in the world, that are going to be shaking things up a bit. But it's all about the old way of doing things dying off. Okay, it's all about letting go of our old structures, letting go of old systems. I mean, in what is really, making that happen is the fact that this new moon is making a beautiful trine to the south node in the sign of Capricorn, as well as Saturn in the sign of Capricorn. So it's going to make us make it a lot easier for us to let go of certain things, let go of certain ideals and structures, and for us to easily become more mature and take ownership into the things that we are responsible for in our lives, and we're going to enjoy running our businesses and being more business oriented and more professional. This new moon helps us to, appreciate the work that we're doing, and helps us to, learn to create a certain sense of financial freedom in our lives, because we are changing our paradigm and our thinking about the hustle and bustle and grind of things. And we're like, wait a minute, this is life. This is the life that I have, and it's so short while I'm in this body. I shouldn't just be spending all of my time just hustling and bustling and working all day. I need to configure certain things that's going to free up my time. So financial freedom is going to be a major, major theme with this particular new moon. So you guys definitely, for myself, I'm definitely going to be fasting, with this new moon. I already have changed my diet. So some other people, you guys may be changing your diets, but with this new moon, it's a very, very good time to fast, to detox, to release things when it comes to your value system and when it comes to your consumption overall. New moons signify the moon being at, in a sense, its weakest vibrational frequency, because it's not seen, but it's still supported by the sun. So the new moons, when we have a new moon, it's the sun and the moon coming together, signifying a brand new cycle, but showing that the masculine and feminine energy are in good standings and at a very healthy balance with one another. So this is very exciting. Okay, so also, we're going to be hearing about, stories in the news about children making money and, children being inventive and figuring out different ways of doing this and doing that. So we do want to pay attention to the children and see what ideas that they have in mind. Okay, so understand that I'm really kind of pointing on the higher nature of this particular new moon. And if you are experiencing the low characteristics, quality traits, and happenings with this new moon, it's an indication that you are out of balance or out of alignment with your life's path and purpose, or out of balance, out of alignment with Earth itself. So if you're dealing with financial issues during this moon, if you're dealing with gluttony, if you're dealing with possessiveness or losing your possessions, it's because, the universe is wanting you to become more open and more free in those particular areas of life. If you're feeling underappreciated, undervalued, if you are having a low sense of self-worth, all of these things, it's because the earth and the universe is trying to ignite these particular things in your life. So you definitely want to take heed. And yeah, with saying that, this particular new moon is going to help us to express the appreciation of value that we have for others and the value that we have for ourselves. Okay, and I think I said that at the beginning. But nevertheless, this is definitely a time to spend time in nature, to go to the parks and enjoy yourself, have a picnic at the park, all of that. Those are all Taurian things. You also want to take it upon yourself to become more patient with others with this particular new moon. That's definitely what is activating for the next several years because of the great awakening that's taking place on Earth. In order for humanity to awaken, we have to appreciate one another. We have to appreciate each other's differences, and we have to just appreciate the fact and value of society as a whole and how society has shaped us individually at the same time. Okay, so this particular new moon is also making a sextile to Neptune, which is really, really awesome. This is a very good aspect in astrology. And so what this is going to do is going to help us to recognize our dreams, but not just recognize them, but to develop practical plans in attaining and achieving our goals in regards to our dreams. So that's something really, really awesome to just celebrate and rejoice in. Also, it's going to help us to be more compassionate and to recognize empathy and compassion in our lives and for ourselves. Understand that this new moon and new moons generally, they are in effect for about 2 weeks time, unless they're in eclipse where they'll be in effect for about 6 months or sometimes a little bit longer. But this particular moon, since it's making this major aspect to Uranus, we're going to be feeling this stuff for a few years. Whatever is going to be sparked anew within us, we're going to be feeling it for a few years. So what I really am excited about, and I'm just checking over my notes. I don't want to leave anything out. Oh yeah, we're going to become more patient with others and value originality and uniqueness. But this new moon is going to signify new senses, our sense of taste, our sense of touch, our sense of feel, our sense of sight. All of these senses that we have, we're going to feel them in a different way. They're going to evolutionize themselves, but also we can experience new senses. Like, certain people are going to activate their sight when it comes to seeing auras. We're going to have new senses when it comes to, hearing things and seeing things beyond this realm. We're going to be more connected to other life forms, other alien life forms, and, even not alien life forms, but life forms that live on planet Earth, but they're not in human or animal forms that we're used to. We're going to be more sensitive to these things and be able to connect with them more. So this is awesome. People are going to be feeling that they have a heightened sense of their superhuman abilities, because Uranus and Taurus is about going beyond the physical realm of human life and existence and planet Earth's natural abilities. It's about evolutionizing Earth's natural abilities, so in our own personal abilities, we got to see ourselves as Earth. We are Earth beings. We don't take these bodies when we leave. They are absorbed right back into the Earth. So we are Earth itself. So we are going to just become brand new over the next several years. So be open to it. And this is why I was saying it's important to fast and detox and things like that so that you can download more of these senses that are coming to us, so you could be more open to the shifts and changes that are coming to your physical being, and you could become more clear, because it's basically like, are you going to be, Windows 8, or are you going to be Windows 20? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be light enough to receive the downloads that are coming to Earth? Because there's new information that is going to be coming that's going to be signifying so much a value change. And, it's like investing in yourself and investing in the new way we are going to be functioning overall. So this is very, very exciting, you guys. I'm really stoked and excited about it, and just happy to even know this information and to be able to see it and to be able to feel it. I've already been feeling like the new senses and, being able to see new colors and see my aura, but see my aura split into two different colors, just all of these things. So I'm really excited about all of this. as you guys can tell. So nevertheless, this is a general, overview of how this new moon is going to affect us. If you want to know how it's going to affect you on a more personal level, how it's going to affect the different planets in your chart and other figurations, if it's making a square, a trine, a sextile, opposition to other things within your chart, definitely get in contact with me. You can check out my website, astrologicschool.com, or you can send me an email at Kateria.know at gmail.com. I will be putting that in the description below so that you guys can have that information. And I look forward to connecting with you guys some more. I have some really awesome things coming up that I will be letting everyone know about soon. I gotta wait until after this new moon comes though, nevertheless. So enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy this new moon. Enjoy the new things that are coming to you. Enjoy the downloads of financial success and freedom, and experience beauty in new forms, and accept people and appreciate everyone's differences. Peace and divine light. Bye.